Alright, I think I'm jumping on the bandwagon that everyone else is and playing Fortnite. I play it all the time and playing it since probably about like the winter break. I was playing a ton of it on the PS4 and I decided, you know what, I'm super addicted to this game just like 40 million other people as of recording this. I'm gonna do a 5 types of players. Now, by no means this is every type of player. You all don't fit into this one box. It's just these types of the players I want to showcase the most. If you have any more suggestions, go ahead and comment down below, adding to the list saying what's another type of player. And otherwise from that, let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off with the easiest one. The first one that I think everyone would go ahead and just say, this guy sucks. It's the Bush Wookie. The Bush Wookie lives and breathes bushes. You know, most people freak out and are like, oh my god, gold score! No, he's like, oh my god, gold bush! These guys are masters of just camouflage. They have like there's like a whole culture. There's like a bush culture over there that, you know, it's like the other side. They love just finding a bush, sitting there, waiting for a little bit, maybe watching people. They're those guys that like people watch. They just sit there just really creepily in like an airport or a mall, and they just watch people with like that weird smile on their face like,
hi, how are you?
They love making like awkward eye contact. It's like a thing. It's something they like doing. That's these Bush Wookiees. They like just going around. They like looking at people. I don't know if they're like attracted to the characters or something, but it's really, really creepy what Bush Wookiees do. What's even better is I don't understand why people just enjoy that type of playing style. I know they're like, oh, it's to win. I love to win. Winning is fun. But yeah, I also like food in my body, but I'm not gonna put it through my butthole. I'm gonna eat it and enjoy it. If you're gonna play Fortnite, play Fortnite. Enjoy it. Don't be a butt. I'm not even gonna go to that part. That's the images that are popping in my head thinking of that analogy. We're gonna act like I never said that. But you literally just like get there and sit. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe me personally, like I would do it if I like had to eat. But my boys were saying like, hey, you gotta survive. So I was like, yeah, I'm playing one for the team. I'm gonna find this bush right here. I'm gonna go ahead, get my ramen noodles. I'll eat a little bit and we'll be fine. It's something where someone's just looking at the screen going, oh wow, oh god, you see that? The storm's closing in. I'm gonna have to find a new bush. The most boring play style there is. You can get from point A to point B in one way, and then you can get point A and point B the other way. The other way is the bush way. The first way is playing like a guy with actual hands. Bushing, or whatever you want to call it, George Bush, I don't know. That should only be used and reserved for one, if your whole squad dies and that's your last resort. If so, most people just say, just die. I think I've heard that statement so many times where I just happen to be not around and everyone's dying and they're saying, oh, come on, don't find the bush, just die. It's just a weird environment. We're gonna go on to the next one. For our second one, we have Rambo. I just like to call him Rambo because, well, they act like Rambo. They're the god, they're the Muhammad Ali's of Fortnite. They literally drink shield potions and eat. I don't know what they eat. Maybe like I don't know what that. There needs to be a food in Fortnite or something like that. These guys build better than you. They aim better than you. They know where you are at all times. And when you watch them, you're like, oh crap. That guy is amazing. Rule number 1, by the way, if you're kind of new into Fortnite, you don't play it that much, if the guy has a nice skin on him, he has a good outfit, one that's like strike 1, like you're gonna kind of want to back off a little bit because you are not as good as him more than like. Guy's willing to pay money, he's definitely pretty decent. Number 2, if you when you start shooting that guy and he starts building an elaborate fort, he doesn't shoot back, he starts becoming Picasso, building like the Empire State Building, and next thing you know, he's raining it down from above and you're just like, what just happened? There are so many moments I've seen that are just like clutch plays. I'm gonna tell you just one guy that I watch all the time and I'm like, wow, that Avery guy. The Avery guy is just insanely good at the game. I see him all the time. I was like, I saw this match where this guy, he's like the definition of Rambo. I mean, he has like elements of every God of War there is. I mean, he's like the American sniper on the bolt action. He's like Bruce Willis when it comes to just shooting people. I mean, just like straight up goes for them and attacks them. And then he probably has like a degree in like mechanical engineering for how good he is at building forts. I mean, some of these guys, just hire them at like a contracting agency or something because they are that good at building. I mean, I've seen it. I have seen where they're just like Like, it's like so fast. Me, I'm like, all right, push, put it right there, put it right there, put it up. I got myself stuck under the staircase. Gonna have to beat it down. These guys, they don't make mistakes. And there's like videos to show you like how good building is and how crucial it is in this game. I've seen moments where people like Avery just go ahead, they build so far up, and then they use the launch pad and just like go after the guy. I mean, I'm like, me personally, you start shooting at me, I'm like, okay, gotta do something here, and I just start shooting something. I start just jumping around hoping for the best. Our third one is going to be the Usain Bolt, and you're probably like, what in the world is a Usain Bolt? Well, because when poop hits the fan, they're out of there like Usain Bolt. You know, it's kind of like that guy, like the Carl or something, or like the Dave of the group, someone that you're like the Chads of the group. You're just like, why are you even part of my squad? You aren't. You're just like you're a being there. You know, you had this great plan. You're like, all right, we're gonna flank these guys. We're gonna go around. You're with your squads. You're ready to go, and you go there, and you're like, you know, stuff hits the fan. You're ready to go, and next thing you know, you're getting flanked, and there's like an all-out war. There's this random squad that popped out of nowhere. They probably it's like they teleported. They found like the 5th dimension and were able to teleport in and just find you. And you're like, hey everyone, oh my god, we just got wrecked. You just get wrecked, and you notice there's that one guy that's still alive. You're like, you have hope. You're like, all right, Johnny, you're gonna come save us. Come on, Chad, you're gonna come save us, buddy. We're down here. We're right down here. Come on, help. All of them are like very badly injured. Then he's like, all right, guys, I'm coming. And you're thinking, you're like, yes. You happen to die, sucks, and you realize you are at Moisty Mire and he's over at Anarchy Acres or something like that, like way far away. You're like, weren't you just with us? He's like, yeah, but people were attacking, so I decided to run away. God, I hate those guys. They're the worst. And then you just watch them and you just gotta roast them. You have to roast them. It's like they're there. They're just like, come on, you string bean looking like a Reese's peanut butter cup in a bowl of soup. That's what you look like. That makes any sense. People, they're the worst. They're the worst. And I have so many friends that are like that. They're the worst teammates. I might as well get like a cricket to play for me, and he would probably be more willing to defend me than that guy. The funny thing is, they're usually not even remotely close, so they couldn't even help the situation out at all. Sometimes, you know, you're not like in constant communication, and then the next thing you know, you're like, oh hey, Chad, where are you? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm in I'm at the lodge. I'm at Lonely Lodge. And you're like, well bro, we're at Tilted Towers. How in the world did you end up there? Well, you see, what happens was I was able to find this one amazing bush. It just disappoints the whole group. You die for your teammates instead of surviving. The people that take this game as a little super survival game where like every life matters the freaking most, that's the worst, because they're willing to do bush camping. They're willing to be a coward. It just really hurts me. It hurts a lot of these players. They're just a lot. It hurts us. It hurts us. We have feelings too. Our fourth one's gonna be the Bob the Builders. I mean, these, you know what I'm saying? These are the guys that always just want to build everywhere. They're like, oh yeah, let's build a fort. Hey guys, let's build a fort. Guys, let's build this massive fort. I have this great plan. We used to, me and my friends, like probably I say like used to, like it was a long time ago, but it was like 2 weeks ago. We used to literally in class start building what kind of forts we'd want. We would draw it out. We'd have like boxes saying, here, I'll show you some of our amazing depictions just real briefly. So here's kind of like a depiction of what we were drawing. These were our amazing ideas. We have what I like to call the field goal. The field goal is just a intense and just a very highly secured. You see, we got right here, we got one. You see right here, we got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4, and maybe possibly 5. I don't know what I put right there, but this is at least 4 traps, because once we have the high ground, we're gonna be all the way up here. We got the high ground, we're good. We got a launch pad for any like terrible situations if things hit the fan. We even have a campfire right in the middle, just in case, you know, we have a designated campfire zone, just so we can go ahead, rain down on the people right here down below. But if they try to build up on us, we got traps. We're ready to go. We are so ready to go. This is the ultimate fort. So that was our discussions in class were very productive. We were able to make that fort, and nothing ever happened. The circle just went out to a different part, and we were forced to make a makeshift fort. It's also those guys that get so lucky. They build these big, massive, amazing forts, and then they happen to get the circle goes all the way to where they are, and it's just a little dot, and it's literally the only spot is there for. That happened last night, and that made me so mad because we were doing really good. You know, we had gold stuff, we had a lot of purple things, we were ready to go, and then we see this one other squad. There's like 3 of us, and there's 3 of them. We're ready to go, we're ready to fight, and we're like, all right, we'll just let the circle kind of get out because it was like kind of veering towards where their base was. The circle was literally their base. It sucked. It was so mad. I was so mad. I mean, some of these guys, some of these Bob the Builders are willing to take out all of Wailing Woods just so they can get as much wood as possible and create, I don't even know what they want to create. They probably just look at like Minecraft builds and are like, yeah, we're building that today. Overall, being a builder, it's not the worst. It's not the worst at all because a lot of them can build really good, amazing forts, but everyone, there's always been like a kind of like a certain just consensus theory about people who like actually watch like Fortnite tips and tricks. I know, that's really bad. You're probably a real tryharder if you're watching like hundreds of tips and trick videos a day, but hey, I want to get better. But they all build like, you know, the standard, just like one like 4x4 with the staircase, and then you stack them. You just keep stacking them. That's like the standard. That's what everyone seems to do, and they don't really, they're like, oh yeah, you don't need to build huge forts. But there's just something intrinsically great about building a massive fort and having all this space to like come around. I mean, if you could give a lot of these Bob the Builders just like as much opportunity as possible, they'd probably like install like a TV, like a hot tub, a movie room. Maybe if you need to cook a few eggs or something, we'll have a kitchen in our fort. Kind of the consensus, I think, with Bob the Builders. Even though, like, hey, I love one of the best feelings though, guys, is if you can take over one of those forts. If you happen to actually kill some of the guys. There was one time where I sniped like 2 guys, like 2 headshots. That was, you know, great for me. And by the way, this video might be way too late, but I play on PS4. I don't play on PC, so that's why I'm such a low rank on here. I just needed something. I just needed footage to record, so I downloaded it on my computer and started playing. If you guys want to play me, by the way, friend me. Buzz is cool. I'm not very good, but hey, maybe we would have a good time. But like I said, taking over one of those forts is probably better than actually, you know, better than a lot of things in life. It's very good, and you're set, you're ready to go. You have all the loot that was in that fort, and you think to yourself, I feel good. We got a good shot now. You know that relieving feeling in Fortnite when you get something good, or you have like a lot of a good setup, and you're like, all right, I can kind of take the edge off of finding what I need to find, and now I can just focus on raining it down on people. For our 5th one, it's going to be the Moocher, and that's just the guy that always needs something. He's just like, hey, yo, anyone got any shield potions? I need some shield potions. Hey, I need reviving. I happen to fall off that tree. Yo, you got any bandages, medkit, maybe something? Why don't we just use the campfire now? I mean, come on now. They always need guns. Like, yo, I don't got any guns. All the drops that I went to were terrible. I only have 3 gold scars, 2 RPGs, 4 grenade launchers, and I don't even know how that fits in my slots. What's the worst is seeing someone who needs something and then they pull out something that's better than that. It's like, why do you need that? You don't. These same guys miss every single chest. They're like, yo, there's no chest in here. You walk in the house and you hear that glorious sound. You hear that glorious sound and you're just disappointed in him. You're like, well, come on now. He's also the guy that's always down. He's always down. He's like, he's the first one to die. He's like, hey, I'm down. I'm down. Like, the engagement hasn't even started and he's just assuming he's down. Like, you're like, all right, we're going to run up on these guys. And next thing you know, he's like, literally mid-sentence, like, we're going to run up on these guys. And he's like, oh, I'm down. You look over, you're like, no, you're not. Jeff, you're not. Come on now, Jeff, you're not down. He goes, oh, just assumed I was. They talk way too much. That's all that needs to be said. They talk way too much. No, never count on them to have like building things. They'll never build things. They'll never harvest or just loot or farm anything in their life. They're like, yeah, I only got 40 wood, 30 brick, and 2 metal. These guys, they're probably the best. Probably the builders are probably the best on this list besides, you know, Rambo. But the moochers are, they're not super bad. I mean, sometimes they can get a kill or 2, and it's kind of a miracle, but they can. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, I'm new to the PC Fortnite, so go ahead and add me. I'd like to play with some of you guys. I'm mostly a PS4 player. If you guys did enjoy it, go ahead and leave a like, but that's totally, you don't have to do that. And otherwise from that, thank you all so much for taking the time out of the day to watch my content. I hope you did enjoy a Fortnite video, and yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna finish this. I'll see you guys next time. Later.